now in the kitchen with Clodagh for another delicious recipe for bank holiday. What are you making? It smells gorgeous.
It's good, isn't it? So this is supper. So we've sorted brunch earlier on, and then this is supper. So it's a creamy spinach ricotta chicken. It couldn't be easier to make, and it's so good. So the first thing you want to do is you get your chicken fillet, and what you do is you cut it down the middle. So you get one breast, cut it down the middle horizontally, and so you give two little pieces. See how you got two pieces of chicken on you? And the reason why
that's half of one.
Yeah, exactly. Because if I put the filling on just one fillet, it just becomes too meaty and not enough filling on top.
Right.
And also, it cooks faster. We all love a fast cook.
Win-win.
And then I just put a little bit of olive oil over it there, or you could use sunflower oil over it, salt and pepper on it. And then I've got a really hot griddle pan, OK? So I'm over here onto my griddle pan. These are ones that I've cooked earlier. Let me just get this going here. OK, really hot griddle pan, OK? And then pop it down, sizzle. Yes, sizzle! If you don't have a griddle pan, like I'm sure a lot of folks don't have a griddle pan. I didn't have one until a couple of years ago. Just use a frying pan.
You can use a frying pan,
yeah. And then when you put it down, salt and pepper it again. And because it's halved, you're halving the length of the cook. So it only takes 3 minutes on each side, which is brilliant.
Anything to speed it up.
Anything to speed it up. You could do this on the barbecue as well. If you're thinking about having a barbecue today, which would be really fun.
It's bank holiday.
Bank holiday barbecue. While I was lying down the couch, actually, over there, I did text my husband, Harry, and he hasn't texted me back yet, but I did say if he's listening, he should be listening.
Should be watching.
Should be watching. To get the rosé on for when I'm finished. Sorry, I just put that in there.
Get the rosé ready.
Get the rosé on. Now, I'm going to cook the filling, right? So, sorry, just using TV to get a message out there.
What do you do to your rosé? Cook it?
No, chill it and drink it.
Put it on the ice.
Okay,
put it on the ice.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got some butter in here. I'm popping in my spinach. I'm using little baby spinach because they're sweeter.
Sorry, what did you put in the bottom? Olive oil?
Butter.
Butter.
So butter and spinach is really good together.
So is that like one bag of spinach? Or is that like a whole bag of spinach?
That would be a whole small bag of spinach. That would be about, I think it's about 100 grams.
Right, OK.
The exact recipe is on this morning app, but yeah, there we go. And salt and pepper. It wilts down really fast. Now, if you didn't have spinach, and if you're growing your own vegetables, like I at the moment have, an immense amount of chard.
OK.
And so I chop it all up into small little pieces and then just wilt it all down. So you can use that as well. So any green, basically. And look, it just takes literally seconds to cook. Like to
it's
cook
a bit
it
of a
down
with
like
spinach because you buy a big bag and then you cook it and you think, hang on a minute, where's the spinach gone?
I know.
It's so true.
That drives me mad.
It's
It goes
so
to that.
true. It's
Honey,
so
I
true.
shrunk the spinach.
It's so good for you, right? So half the spinach, and it's so good. And in fairness, the big bags of spinach aren't that expensive. So, you know, you're kind of getting for what you pay for. And yeah, so it's all wilted down. And then pop it onto paper towel like that. Or you could pop it onto a very clean tea towel.
OK.
And what you want to do is you want to drain it. I'm just going to turn that off. You got to drain it like this so you get rid of all of the extra moisture in it. See all that?
OK, yeah.
Like it's so wet, it's unreal, isn't it?
It's like a tea bag.
It looks like a tea bag. That doesn't look that nice. And then take it out and then you just chop it all up. So, because I've got one done here, I've got one chopped up here and I've got it cooled, OK? And then I'm putting in delicious fresh ricotta. If you didn't have ricotta, you could use goat's cheese. OK. Or you could use cream cheese as well. Nice. But just whip it up. Make sure you whip it up before you put it in there because fluffy. Lovely and fluffy to get that ricotta texture.
Is feta too dry?
No, that could be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that would be really nice, actually.
Don't change the recipe now.
Yeah.
Exactly, too late. If I was using feta, I would marinate the feta in a little bit of olive oil and lemon first. OK. OK. Because then you'd get that kind of chalky, it's a little bit of sour taste in feta. You've got to add flavours too. I love that. Marinate in lemon and that. And then I've got nutmeg. Nutmeg
is the best smell in the world to me. Do you like the smell of nutmeg?
Yeah, but we were talking earlier on, we had Phil Vickery in Grenada. Nutmeg is loads of it in Grenada.
Yeah, and Jamaica too.
It's made in Grenada.
Grows in,
it's grown in Grenada.
Yeah.
In rum punch, Jamaican rum punch, nutmeg.
Ooh, Jamaican
Guinness
rum
punch, nutmeg. It's like so key.
So good.
Yeah, what we should do in future is we should combine the food items with Clodagh with a mixologist.
Yes.
Oh my
Because you just mentioned
Okay, I
rum
agree to that.
punch.
Yeah.
That would be perfect with this.
I mean,
Oh,
rum
no,
punch
so would not.
It's perfect with anything.
A rum punch with this.
Are you being fussy?
I'm being real.
She wants her rosé on.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding
yeah.
me? I'd have a lovely Chianti maybe with that, or a Barbera d'Alba.
It's far too sophisticated for me.
Very sophisticated.
Hooch.
Very sophisticated.
WKD.
Okay, so I did promise Barry, boss, that I would do a brilliant cookery demo.
We
So,
are. This is lovely.
Okay, so but I've got to finish off. Okay, in here I've got my ricotta, I've got the spinach that's wilted down, I've got salt and pepper, I've got nutmeg, and then my grilled chicken. So this is, if you want to come over here, this is what it looks like. Look, lovely and browned like that. So that's a raw one. Look, I'm being so good. This is a non-raw one. Look there. Grab those two, okay? Come on, guys. Slippery little suckers. On they go here.
She's
Okay.
now talking to chicken. Happy bank holiday.
Onto a baking tray, because then we're going to grill them and get them really melty. So you put your
Do you know
mix
what's
on top.
Mad, is there still, I mean, these must be quite thick chicken breasts, because there's still enough. You don't feel like you're eating a small half, do you?
You
It
don't.
feels just right.
It does, yeah. I think chicken breasts at the moment are a bit too big, to be honest. And then I've got Parmesan cheese.
The best.
There we go on there.
Makes everything good.
It makes everything good.
Doesn't it?
Panko breadcrumbs or any stale bread that you've got left over. And then I'm going to pop that under a grill, right, until it all minced down. Takes about 5 minutes. And then it comes out looking like this. How good is that?
Oh, gorgeous.
Isn't that so good? It's so good. So you get the creamy, yummy Parmesan flavour. And then I did bring in my own greens from our little farm.
Are these from...
This
Are
morning.
you really?
Yeah, from my own
It's
greens.
so tasty.
And I gave you eggs
she
this morning,
delivered
didn't I?
us her fresh eggs today.
Yeah,
I'm going to make
6
blueberry
fresh
pancakes
eggs.
when I get home with those.
Are you? So they're all lovely greens. And I just think that because we're going to have such a mild September and everybody is watching their pennies, get out and throw your seeds out, even into small pots, anything, and start growing your own greens. They cost about £2 for a pack of seeds. And you'll have a whole, well, hopefully, if we have a mild autumn, you'll have an autumn of free salad leaves.
There you go. Well, she goes. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely delicious.
It is. And I think we've got a break coming up in just a second, which means I can
There
absolutely
you go.
finish that off.
You can look, that's for you then.
Yeah. For details of Claudia's recipes, which have been absolutely spectacular this morning, you are a superstar.
You really are.
Thank you for the
Thank you, guys.
Gorgeous.
All you've got to do is download the free This Morning app.